everybody, Dustin Dale's back here once again with Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge, Village Point Mall, right by the theater. You can't miss it. Come out and check it out. Got a good show for you this weekend. I had a chance to talk to this guy last year. Great guy, great comic. You're going to love his bits. Coming up this weekend, his name is Willie Farrell at the Comedy Club all through Sunday night. Make sure you come out and see him this weekend. Hey, Willie, how you doing, bud?
Good to see you. We got some of these little stools, and we're together. I feel like we should be singing a little duet later or something. Maybe we're going to do a little song together.
What's your song of choice?
It would be something by Sinatra or Dean Martin. We do Rat Pack thing, Dustin.
Oh, Rat Pack. All right.
We'll
Who are you and who am I?
I'll be Dean Martin, and you'll be one of the promoters. Or something like that.
That's about right, one of the promoters. I'm not quite good enough to make the actual band.
No, you're just young. You're a young guy, that's all. I think you got to be old. And how old are you, anyway?
I am actually 27.
Oh, God, I hate you. I really do. I hate your guts. I'm almost 100, so.
I mean, you're closer to 90. Let's give you that.
Take a guess how old you think I'm. And I'm not ashamed.
If I were to guess, I would say probably early 40s.
I'm 60.
Really?
You know that it hurt me to even say that. That when I said that out loud, it just reality hit. Oh my God, I need another drink. But yeah, I'm 60. I'm still out here banging away.
Banging away. You look good for 60. I'll give you that.
You know, I dress nice because, as I always say, if you can't be funny, at least look good.
No, that's a good point.
So people like after the show, people will say, "How was he funny?" And they'll say, "Oh, he had a nice suit on." Well, how was his jokes? You ought to have seen his shoes. No one cares about them. I just look good.
If you're gonna come out this weekend, you gotta come out in style.
It'll be fun. We got two other guys that are very, very funny, Chels and Nick Gallen. So it's gonna be a really good show. If you don't like me, you're gonna love them.
Now, it's been about a year since we talked. What have you been up to the last year?
Just, I do a lot of the same. I do a lot of corporate stuff. I've been to Vegas a few times. I go to Atlantic City, the Borgata, a cruise ship here and there, and just keep banging away. I'm working on doing a one-man show. I'm trying to write that out. It's not quite there yet, but I'm keeping busy. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I've got a daughter that just turned 21, so I'm basically stalking her whenever she goes to a bar to see if she's drinking. She is.
Are you Facebook profiling her all the time?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, because I am on Facebook and she's on, and she just tells me all the time, just stop, just stop. And I'm trying to do all that other stuff. I'm trying to do the Twitter thing, and I don't know how to do the Instagram, and I don't know how to do. There's something else out there,
Snapchat. No.
That's kind of I don't even know what that's all. You
it's
can do something and then it goes away.
Yeah, it's like 10-second pictures.
Oh, okay.
Or videos.
Oh, all right. So I don't know how to do that yet.
It's like Instagram for people with short attention span.
It's like Donald Trump when he talks. He does something, he says, "I didn't do that." Wrong.
Exactly.
Didn't happen.
Those 10 seconds passed. It never happened.
Exactly. Now, do you ever talk politics on here?
I do. We talk politics.
Here's the thing. I don't know anything about politics. I mean, I'm seriously. But the only thing I do know about the Donald Trump thing is this: is that the whole thing where he said there was locker room talk when he grabbed that.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, what locker room has a 59-year-old guy in it? I mean, unless he's a punter for like a Canadian football team, I don't know if anybody that's age. And I'm 60. And I don't talk like that. I didn't talk like that 30 years ago. I don't think anybody, and basically he did it to impress Billy Bush, which scares me because if he'll do that to impress Billy Bush. What will he do for Putin? Putin will call and say, "You don't have the guts to push the button." Oh, I do. I'll push the button. I'll grab and push the button. So.
Anyway, did you watch the debates on Monday?
Yeah,
last night.
That's the whole thing. People always say, "I bet you got jokes about what's going on." There's nothing to joke. They're funnier than we could ever be, don't you think? I mean, it's hilarious. So, but that's my political. That's it. That's all I got.
Now, another thing going on besides politics, you're a big Cubs fan.
Yes.
The Cubs, are they going to make it?
And I'm one of those fans. I mean, I've been fans for a long time. I'm a Yankee and Cub fan. And the reason I do that is because the Yankees every year were in it. So, and my Cubs were like, well, we're the lovable losers. They were, and now they are good. But I'm that guy that it's doom every inning. I'm like the last two games where they didn't score a run, and then last night I'm like they suck, blah 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 blah, and then they start hitting. So I think that's the way I got to go. That's why I approach it. That they suck, and then they'll do better if I'm mad at them. But the big game tonight and big game tomorrow night, and so we'll see what happens. What are you? We're in Omaha, so probably a Royal fan.
I'm actually a Reds fan. So the Reds they've fallen off the way a little bit.
My cousin plays for the Reds.
Really?
Young kid. Now, do you follow him well?
I used to follow him a lot closer than I do.
Okay, there's a young kid they brought up the end of the season named Tony Renda.
Okay.
And he's a utility player at this point. But yeah, he's the Reds. The Reds they're horrible.
Yeah, they had like one good season of like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But
yeah. When you talk about the Reds, I think Pete Rose. So you're talking the 70s there. So
Yeah, that was about the last time they were relevant,
exactly,
really.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Why are you a Reds fan?
I was always a fan of Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh,
and so I followed him throughout his career as a
keep on
Mariners
forgetting
fan.
how young you are. See, when I think Reds, I think Pete Rose, I think Johnny Bench. But you only go back a few years. Okay.
Yeah, I go back to 90s baseball. That's about as far back as I go where I'm watching it.
I swear to God, I got underwear from the 90s. I swear to God, I got. They're just bands, but I got them. So.
How did you become a Cubs fan? Just
my family's from Chicago originally. So and so it was the Cubs and the Yankees. I grew up in Iowa, in Des Moines, and back then, in the '60s, we would drive down to Kansas City because the Yankees would come down, and that's the golden years. That was Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris and Whitey Ford. So we'd go watch them, and they were always great. So it was easy to root for. So Yankees, Cubs, that's it.
very nice.
Yeah.
What about football? You a big football guy?
I like the Bears, and in college, I'm from Iowa, so I root for any team in Iowa because we never really have a good one ever. Iowa is decent. We got to play Nebraska November 28th, and I don't think that's going to end up well.
Last year, Iowa did pretty good.
I know, but
it was some would argue it's an easy schedule, but they won last.
No, it was. I mean, you can't deny that. And this year we lost our top wide receiver, so I mean, it's going to be the November 28th game. I think Nebraska fans should be chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
Are you a Nebraska fan?
I am a Nebraska fan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Well, we'll see how that season turns out. But in the meantime, coming up after the show, what do you got working on down the road?
Let's see. Next week I'm working a comedy club down in St. Louis. Week after that, I'm going to be back here in Omaha doing a show for the Henry Dorley Zoo. It's November 3rd and 4th, and I think it's a fundraiser. And I'll be back doing that at the zoo. And the cool thing is part of the plus for the comedians is they're going to take us on a private tour.
Oh, nice.
And let me tell you what happened to me. This is about 10, 15 years ago. Okay. Not 10 years ago. Went to the Henry Dorley Zoo, and the silverback gorilla. And I'm maybe I'm nuts, but he saw me and went berserk. Got mad. And here's what I think, and I'm serious. I think because the way I look, and I'm kind of, I think he thought I was a gorilla that got out, and he was mad that I was free and I wasn't helping him. Because he came over and was pounding his chest and he was hitting the thing. So I'm going to go back and see if I can find him.
We'll see if he's still there.
Yeah,
Maybe you break him out this time.
Didn't a gorilla die not too long ago that was there?
I don't think at the Henry Dorley, but there was one in
One of the zoos
Ohio.
Yeah, they just dropped over dead or something.
If it happened here, I missed it. I don't know. It might have. I don't know.
Well, I'll be at the Henry Dorley Zoo. I think it's a fundraiser, so November 3rd and 4th is going to be a great show. Come on out.
Make sure you check him out there as well as this weekend at the Omaha Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge, Village Point Mall. I don't want to miss it. Willie Farrell in town all week, and come see him. Willie, thank you very much for hanging out with me.
Thanks, Dustin. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you again soon, man.
You betcha, buddy. Thank you.
Take care.